All right. Hey guys, Kat Abianic here, and I'm here to talk about positioning your Black Friday online offer for your social media audience. This is the third time lucky. I have just gone live twice and had technical dramas. I like to refer to them as knowledge gaps. I'm now skilled up. I'm knowledgeable. I have a new skill under my belt. I'll do a video later. So we're talking about positioning your Black Friday offer and what does that look like? Firstly, who am I? Why are you watching my video? So I'm the business coach who helps you monetize your organic social media. I help creators and coaches and therapists build a recurring income online without hustle or hiring. So welcome to my channel, and please make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, you're going to miss a lot of really good things. So there are 6 things we need to talk about when it comes to positioning an offer. And big shout out to one of my dream builders, which is my Inner Circle membership, who said to me today, I'd like to understand more about positioning an offer. So that is why I have created this framework for you. And that's why you're learning about it. Go dream builders. Firstly, you need to position yourself. You need to position your client. So you need to understand where they both sit so that you can build a bridge between the two. That's pretty much what it comes down to. So there's 3 things you need to know about your client, or choose, because there are a lot of truths, right? This is where it's really dangerous to get caught up in games in your mind. Like, my audience doesn't do that. My audience doesn't like that. Your audience is a very large group of people who all have different needs and desires. So when you're positioning, you're niching down within that audience and focusing on one subset of people who you can massively serve in a big way, who need what you have, and it fixes a problem or issue they have right now. Now, how do you know what those problems or issues are? They can't just be acute problems all the time. You can't run around slapping band-aids on things all the time. In your marketing, that's just marketing to people's pain points, and it gets a bit boring. The things you need to understand is who your client is. Who do you love working with? So to figure out who you love working with the most, literally go open up your CRM or your database or your sales, look at your top 5 clients who spent the most money, but also eliminate anyone out that you didn't really enjoy the work you did with them or working with them, until you have 5 people who spent a lot of money with you, you had a high profit margin, and you enjoyed working with them. Really, they're your top client right now. So there's one way you can figure out who the client is that you're going to be targeting with this offer. The next one is their experience they're going to have with your product. So what does that look like? What experience does that client want to have with your product? Go and ask them, give them some forms, or figure that out in the onboarding and then incorporate that into the marketing for next time. That's not going to help you in the here and now. You need to go and find people who are like your ideal client, and you need to ask them, what do you want the product experience to be like inside this offer, or after I've bought your thing? How do I want to feel? What do I want to know after I've gone through and learned it? So you've got the who, your client. You've got the what. You know the experience they're going to have with the product. And then you have the expected outcomes, the why. Why did they buy it in the first place? What are the outcomes they're expecting to have? And what are the outcomes that you know is a no-brainer for you to deliver? For example, when I'm launching something, whether it's high ticket or low ticket, I always want to figure out, regardless of what they say to me, really, what do they want to achieve? What would they be happy with that they believe right now that they can achieve? And I know I can get the outcome for. Because I don't want to do a whole lot of breaking down of beliefs in my pre-marketing for Black Friday. I want to create something that's already irresistible. So they need to know that it's achievable, and they need to already understand through the work that you've done all year that you're the one who has the ability to deliver them that outcome. That is a really well-positioned offering if the client has that experience at their end. Positioning on your side, you need to be thinking about yourself, You need to be thinking about the who. So who are you positioning yourself as? There are many facets to you. It is not lying to focus and share on certain facets of who you are, your background and your experience, to make sure the client understands that this is why you get to serve them to such a high level. These are the experiences that formatively shaped you into who you are right now, which is why you're eminently qualified to deliver them that thing. So that's the who in your positioning, is yourself. The what is your product. What do you actually want to deliver to them, and what are you able to sell them that will align with their experience that they want to have with your product? So once you've found out the experience they like to have inside, have you positioned your product to give them the experience that they want and they expect? It really is that easy. That is the what. And then finally, the why. What are your promised outcomes that you want to give them? Do they align with the outcomes that the client expects to get and meets their highest needs? If the answer isn't a massive yes, then you need to go back and you need to rethink how that's looking right now. That's all of it, short and sweet. So just to recap, the positioning on your side, you need to be thinking about who, yourself, and how you're positioning you. You need to be thinking what, how you're positioning your product. You need to be thinking why, how you're positioning your promised outcomes and how that aligns to what they actually want and why they want it. For the client, you need to be thinking, who is your client? Like, who are you talking to? What do they want their experience with your product to be? And why are their outcomes the outcomes that they expect? Because if you understand why that's what they want, then you get to look at your promised outcomes and go, oh, that client Jane really, really wants to make $5,000 because she is a vet and she signed up with me because I used to be a vet and now I teach people how to do this other skill. Maybe I should be looking at targeting vets who are doing that exact thing and want to make money to build their hobby farm, and suddenly have this perfectly positioned product that you can just advertise to all the vets. There are many other examples like that. I might do some more interviews on my channel. I might not. It's coming up pretty close to Black Friday. But if you liked this, comment below and I will do some more frameworks